Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to our live section today on Instagram. My name is Anthony. I'm the counseling team lead for Next Day Concepts. I want to welcome you all once again for being with us. Recently we celebrated our 10 years anniversary in the business. So that is a milestone on our own end. And it is not possible without you, our dedicated clients, and for trusting us too. We say thank you very much. Okay, so thank you all for joining. Thank you. I can see a lot of people joining in. Thank you very much. Toby Salty, thank you. Organized Bees, thank you. Princess, thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, so today we'll be talking about fees, how schools with low tuition and their instrumental payment plans. Okay, so that when you're organizing yourself or thinking of a budget, you can know the school to put in mind. Okay, so just sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, so I'm talking about some schools. Okay, so some of them are in London, some are outside London, some are in England, some are in Wales. But whichever location you want to go to, just pay attention to what I'm going to tell you today, okay? So thank you once again for joining in, okay? Franklin, thank you. I am Miss Tura, thank you for joining in. Kemi, thank you very much for joining. I see all of you, okay? So I just go straight to business, okay? So tuition payment plans, and so I'll be saying some of the schools with their payment plans and also their deposits and how their instrumental plan is being arranged. Okay, so the first on my list is Teesside University. Teesside University, located in England. Okay, so their payment plan, you have up to 7 instrumental payment plans. Okay, after your first deposit, which is £4,000. Okay, so after £4,000, you have up to 7 instrumental payments. So if you're starting in January, for instance, after enrollment, of course, you're making 50% of your total of your tuition fees on enrollment. So after paying your 5,000, you divide your tuition fees into 2, and then you balance up the remaining. Then you can spread the remaining across 7 installments. Okay. So the second one is second school on my list is Salford. For Salford, their tuition fees ranges from 15,000 to 18,000 pounds. Okay. For the first deposit, you have to make 5,000 pounds deposit of your tuition fees. Okay. So after that, you can spread your payment plan up to 5 times. Okay, so depending on how the school wants it, they're going to spread this payment in 5 places. So you decide on how it is monthly, it is once in 2 months. So that is dependent on you. Okay, so the next on my list is University of Hull. University of Hull, their tuition fees ranges from 9,000 to 13,000 pounds. Okay, so before now, University of Hull used to be one of the cheapest schools in the UK. Okay, so their school fees was, I think, less than 9,000. Some courses 8,000 pounds. Okay, and then you get to make 2K deposits, and they don't even require bank statements and all that, proof of fund and all that. So they don't actually require that. So once you make your 2K deposit, before now, the next thing is your cash. Okay, and you have up to you can pay after your first deposit, which is £2,000, but now it is £4,000. They've increased their tuition deposit to £4,000, and also some of their courses have gone as high as £13,000. So if you're planning for University of Hull, you plan in between £11,000, £13,000. Okay. Also, you can even go to their website, to the school website, to confirm your course fee. Okay. So after the first installment of £4,000, then you spread your remaining payment in 3 installments. Okay, so they require you to pay 34% of your total tuition after that 4,000 on enrollment, 34% of your tuition fees. So after that, then you balance the remaining on two other installments, 33%, the second payment, and another 33%. That should be the last payment. Okay, so and the next one on my list is Manchester Metropolitan. Manchester Metropolitan is one of the best schools in the UK. Okay, so I'm not canvassing for them, but I think they are one of the best schools in the UK because their payment deposit is actually quite affordable, and their school fees is quite affordable too. And their school fees ranges from 15,000 to 18,000 pounds, and their deposit is 3,000 pounds. Okay, and you can spread your remaining tuition fees on three other payment 3 months apart. So you can spread it after the first after enrollment, because you're required to make it done on enrollment. So if after your enrollment, then the other 50% you spread it 3 months apart. So you can try to pay, if you're starting in January, for instance, are required to pay 50% on enrollment. So let's say, for instance, your course start date is 15th of January, and the next payment you're supposed to make is April 15th. So after April 15th, you count 3 months again, then you make your second payment. Then after that, you balance off. So that is for University, Manchester Metropolitan University. So the next school is Bournemouth University. Bournemouth University. Okay, so I want to acknowledge those that are just joining us. Thank you all for joining in. I can see a lot of you joining in. Thank you very much. So, okay, so I'm seeing some questions on my screen. Okay, so don't worry, I would answer your questions after the my presentation. Okay, so just stay tuned so that you can ask me your question. I'm going to answer them. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for joining in. Tossman, don't worry, I'll come to your question later on. Okay, so the next one I'm talking about is Bournemouth University. Bournemouth University, their tuition fees ranges from 14,000 to 16,000 pounds. Okay, and deposit is 3k. 3k deposit. Okay, okay. Somebody said he's in Bournemouth already. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. I'm in Bournemouth University already. That's very good. Thank you very much for that information. Okay, so their deposit is 3k deposit. Then you pay 50% on enrollment. Okay, so according to Bournemouth, your school fees, your tuition fees will be communicated to you by the university, by the school. So they will be the ones to determine when next you're going to make your tuition, how you're going to balance your tuition fees. Okay, so but at first you pay 3 months to secure your class, and enrollment to balance up 50% of your tuition fees. Then next on my list is Brighton, University of Brighton. University of Brighton, their deposit payment before class is £3,000 and 50% on enrollment. Okay, 50% on enrollment. So I think that one is okay, because I think their school fees is actually cheap, from ranges of 13,000 to 15,000 pounds for University of Brighton. And also on enrollment, I'm going to make 50% of your tuition fees. Next one on my list is University of Stirling. University of Stirling. University of Stirling, their deposit before class is £3,000, and you pay 50% on enrollment. 50% on enrollment. And at the beginning of every month after that, you are required to balance your tuition fees up to 5 instrumental payments. That's for University of Stirling. Next on my list is University of Lincoln. This one now is a very special school because you can spread your tuition, your instrumental payment into 10 different installments. Okay, so that is why I said they are very special. First of all, they give you 4k discount on your total tuition. Okay, that's automatic discount on your as an African student. Okay, and after that, you pay 3k deposit to secure cash, and on enrollment you balance up 50%, and then the remaining of the tuition fees is spread across 10 instrumental payments. That's you can decide to pay every month. Every month. Okay, so that is for University of Lincoln. The next on my list is Roehampton University. Roehampton, they have up to 7 instrumental plans for their students, and their tuition fee is from £16,000 to £18,000. Okay, and it's located in London. And for deposit payment is £4,000, and after the £4,000 on enrollment to balance of 50%, then you spread the remaining payments across 7 different instrumental payments. Okay, the next on my list is University of Sussex. University of Sussex. Okay, somebody is asking a question. Okay, Freaky Havila. You said you are in Manchester Metropolitan. It is compulsory for one to pay 50% of the total fee before enrollment. Don't worry, I'll get to Manchester Metropolitan. Okay, yes, sorry, I've answered that before now. Yes, it is actually compulsory for you to pay 50% on enrollment. Yes, on enrollment. Yeah, you have to pay 50% on the enrollment for Manchester Metropolitan. Okay, so I think I should continue. Then after this section, I'll just pick all the questions and go answer them one by one. Okay, thank you very much. So next on my list is University of Sussex. University of Sussex is actually a very good school, and deposit is £2,000. For deposit to get cars is £2,000, and then after on enrollment, you can spread your payment into 3 instrumental payments after every 3 months. So at every 3 months, you're required to balance up the remaining of your tuition fees. Okay, so let's take for instance, your tuition fee is 15,000, or let's say 14,000 now, and you pay 2K on enrollment. So you know, but the balance should be remaining about 12K. So that 12K you divide it into 3. Every 3 months you balance 4K. That's for University of Sussex. The next on my list is University of Dundee. University of Dundee is located in Scotland. Okay. Before now, their deposit used to be £3,000. £3,000. But now it is now £5,000. Sorry, they've increased it. This particular intake, this September intake now, they've increased their deposit to £5,000. But the good thing about University of Dundee is that you can spread the balance of tuition across 7 different instrumental payments. Okay, 7 different instrumental payments. So after paying £5,000 to get your cars, the remaining fees can be divided into 7 different instrumental payments, and actually, I think that one is even better because after, I think their fees is about £19,000, 19,900. Then they have discount of 4,000, 5,000. So after that, if you are paying 5,000 on for before cash, you'll be left with about £10,000. Then that taken price can be spread into 7 different instrumental payments. So at every month, or at intervals, you can be paying 1K plus before. After then, you can balance up the remaining. Then next on my list is Queen Margaret University. Okay, Queen Margaret University, their tuition fees ranges from 15,000 to 17,000 £. Okay, so you make £2,000 deposit to get your cars, and after that, you spread the remaining one across 8 different plans. That's you can choose to pay it 8 times, or you can choose to pay it 7 times if you want, but it is listed. So anyone you desire, you can go with. Now, I want to bring something to our notice. Okay. Now, this instrumental payment, the UK, you need to link the direct debit. You need to link your bank account to the school. So every month there is this automatic debit. So you can't run away from it. So if you've linked your account to the school, just know that if you subscribe to 8 different, if you subscribe like 8 different, probably for the instrumental plan now, it is 8 times. So just know that it will be divided equally. So at every point, maybe every month, at the end of every month, at the beginning of every month, the money will be removed from your account. Okay, so if that is the case, I don't think there should be an issue because it's what you've already signed up for. Because before now, you already know what you are going in for. That's why this video is very, very important, so that you can actually plan ahead and know what is in store for you. Okay, thank you very much. So the next on my list is University of Liverpool. University of Liverpool is the total deposit is £2,000, but now the issue is on enrollment. You need to pay 60% of your total fees on enrollment. And those that know about University of Liverpool, if you go to their website, the cheapest fee on their website is £19,000. Some are even, in fact, it's very expensive university, but the deposit is enticing, £2,000. But on enrollment, you're going to pay 60% of that fees on enrollment, and then balance up the remaining payments 3 months after enrollment. So that is a lot. Okay, but it's actually a very good school. So for those of us that they have the money to finance, probably you're loaded, I think University of Liverpool is for you. The next on my list is Sheffield Hallam University. Sheffield Hallam University deposit is £3,000. On enrollment, you balance up 50% minus your deposit. I don't know if you understand that. £3,000 on enrollment, you balance up 50% of your tuition fee minus your deposit. So I'll explain that. Now let's take, for instance, your tuition fee is £15,000 for Sheffield Hallam, and you pay 3K on enrollment. Sorry, 3K to get CAS. You've gotten your CAS now. On enrollment, you are required to balance 3 minus 15, and that's 12, right? Now you're required to balance up 6K on enrollment. So it is 6K plus 3K, which makes it 9K. Before now, it used to be less than 8K. Before now, their deposit used to be £1,000, but now it is now 3,000. I haven't heard they've even increased it to 4,000 for this particular intake. So that's for Sheffield Hallam University. Then the remaining one, you can pay it 3 months after enrollment. Okay, so another on my list is University of Portsmouth. University of Portsmouth. Okay, their fees is ranging from £14,000 to £17,000. 14K to £17,000. And the deposit is 3K to get CAS. And after that, you can spread your payments across 3 different instrumental payments. Okay, so in 3 installments, you can spread your fees. Then another on my list is University of Plymouth. University of Plymouth, their fees ranges from £16,000 to £18,000. Deposit is 4,000, and you can also spread the payment in 3 places. So 3 instrumental payments you can pay. You can do that for University of Plymouth. Then another on my list is University of Bradford. Bradford is a special school because they actually recognize African students. Okay, so their tuition fees ranging is about £20,000. Then they give 5K, I think 5K discounts, 4 or 5K discounts for sub-Saharan students, that's African students. Okay, then on for your deposit, you make £5,000 deposit. Okay, so after that, you balance up 50% on enrollment. Then you can pay the remaining in 2 installments. Okay, so after your 5K, you balance up 50% on enrollment, and after that, you can now divide the remaining payment into 2 equal half, and then you balance up. The next on my list is Birmingham City University. Birmingham City University. Okay, Birmingham City University, their tuition fees ranges from 16. In fact, their fee currently now is £16,870. used to be 16,300 before, but now they've increased it to 16,870. Okay, and if you're doing cost replacement, of course, it is more expensive than that. Okay, so their tuition deposit now is £4,000. £4,000. £4,000. And on enrollment, you balance 50% of your tuition fees. Okay, so if you paid 4,000, then you have to balance up the remaining 50% on enrollment. Okay, then the other payment can be spread into 6 different installments. And now, have it in mind that most of the time, depending on your capacity as a person, now probably you cannot meet up with paying your your balance of your fees. And actually talk to the school, okay, so that they can give you time. It is allowed. Okay, you can talk to the school. Okay, I'm having this problem. I'm having this challenge. Can I spread my payment across so maybe every month, take it from my card, every week or every 2 months, take it from my card and order. So I think they will understand. It is not a must. The school tells you their payment is 3, you can pay 3 times. It's to be 3 times. You can actually meet them. You can actually work with this school so that they can actually give you listening. And I think most of them do, because we've had students that have told us that they've spoken to the school and the school actually gave them this, they divided the remaining of their fees. They spread it across most times 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. But just have it at the back of your mind that before you graduate, you must balance the money. Before you graduate, that is a must. So you're not going to owe the school. So before you graduate, you must balance up your money, so that to be ahead. Thank you very much. Now, for University of South Wales, University of South Wales is located in Wales. Okay, now University of South Wales just increased their tuition fee again from £15,000 to £16,000. Okay, so now they actually give discount of 2005. Okay, so they give discount of 2005, and then they require to pay 50% of your tuition fees to get cars. So you divide the remaining, after minusing 25, you divide the remaining one into 2 and pay 50% to get cars. Okay, so after enrollment, then you spread the remaining fees monthly. They have monthly installmental payments. So you spread the remaining ones monthly. Okay, then I think that one is even better, because you know that okay, on enrollment, I'm no longer paying anything. So that one is actually better. Once you've sorted out your 50% to get cars, once you get to the school, you know that the next thing you're doing is after every month you give them their money, JJ. After every month, give them their money, JJ. That's just it. So next on my table is University of Derby. University of Derby. Okay, University of Derby. Their deposit is £3,000, £3,000. And on enrollment, you balance 50% of your fees on enrollment, and the remaining is divided into 2 equal parts. But most cases, the school decide on how you're going to pay the remaining ones. So it's either you divide into 2 or wait for the school to decide for you. So for the rest of the school actually decides on the plan you're going to take. So if they say divide into 2, say divide into 3. So, but it is the school that will decide. Okay, thank you. Then the next on my list is University of Leicester. University of Leicester. My Nigerian brothers used to call it Leicester, or it is Leicester. Okay, so now the payment on for to get cars is £3,000, and that thing is University of Leicester is quite expensive. I think it's about £21,000. Okay, so 19 to 21k pounds. That's that range, and this period now, schools are fat. They're vex. The way they are increasing their their fees and deposit now is actually terrifying. No, not terrifying. It's actually outrageous because from some schools from £2,000 just skyrocket, £5,000. Some schools they just add 1,000. Some schools they just add 500. Some schools just tell you. In fact, one school now said you're going to pay your full fees, tuition fees on enrollment. I heard that news, but I don't want to believe it. But somebody said that this particular school, though, on enrollment, you have to balance your fees. Not to get cash, you have to balance everything. You have to pay in full before you can even pay body, or because you can even bear up from Nigeria. You have to pay your fees in full. I don't know what our brothers have done to them, but that is their decision. So I think we should just look at the ones that is pocket friendly and pick. Okay, the one that you cannot tear your pockets. The one that the deposit is okay, the school fees is okay, and the supplemental payment plan is okay. That is why we are bringing this video to you. Okay, so that you can actually rewatch this video after this live. Okay, so you can log on to our Instagram page after this live and actually watch this video again in case you skipped. Probably the network is having no small, Nigeria issue now. Nigeria problem, network is a big problem. But once after this live, you can actually watch it again on our Instagram page. Okay, so you can actually share this video to your friends, families, colleagues. You can just share it so it will go around, so that people will know what they are budgeting for. If it is for high tuition, if it is for low tuition, if it is for good supplemental payment. Those that have money can just vex and pay up your tuition fees. You understand? I know some of my brothers, they have money, so just one-time payment. Okay. And that advice I will give students is, as you're also looking for your deposit to pay, if you're looking for cheap deposit, also have it in mind you are looking for your 50% on enrollment, because most of these schools, in fact, 90% of the schools in the UK actually take 50% on enrollment. That's just a fact. Okay, so my advice is, as you're looking for your 2K or 3K deposit, have it in mind that you're going to balance up some 4K or some 3K when you get to the UK, or even from here. Okay, so and now that CBN is doing their magic, you understand, with Forex and all that, you can even initiate your Form A here, so that before you enroll, the money will have dropped into the school account, so that you don't have any problem. Once you just get to the UK like this, you just settle in and start attending lectures, you understand, and start taking those your UK selfies, you understand. Thank you very much. So let's go back to our topic for today, which is tuition fees and instrumental payment. Okay, so now, don't worry, somebody asking for University of Hull. Don't worry, I'll get to University of Hull. I'll get there. Don't rush, calm down. I'll get there, okay? Victor Emefiele. Calm down, I'll get to University of Hull. It's small. I have all of them in my book. Don't worry. It's in my head too. Okay, so the next one is Coventry University. Coventry has about, I think, 3 or 4 campuses in the UK. Okay, their main campus is in Scarborough. Then they also have a London campus, and then another one is located somewhere in the UK. Okay, now for deposits, you're required to make, in fact, £8,000. You heard me right, £8,000 to get cash. Okay, £8,000 to get cash. Then after that, you can divide your payments, the remaining money into 3. Then you cannot pay 3, or subsequent payment you can pay 3 times. Okay, thank you very much. That's for Coventry University. The next one is University of Bedfordshire. University of Bedfordshire is located in Luton. University of Bedfordshire is located in Luton. And the beautiful part of this University of Bedfordshire is that their tuition fee is somehow cheap. I will not say cheap. because cheap in Nigeria, you think it's 9,000, 8,000. It's not that, but it's about 13,750. But now they've increased it, I think, to 13,000, 14,400 or thereabout. So they have a new fee now. I think it's 14,400. Then, but you're required to make 65% of that fees to get cars. That is it. 65% of your tuition fees to get cars. And after you've gotten your cars and you've enrolled, you can now spread the remaining ones in 5 installments after the first month. So if you resume in January now, after paying your 55%, they will allow you to settle, enjoy. Then after the first month like this, you ask, yeah, where's our balance? So that's for University of Bedfordshire. So next on my list is Middlesex University. Middlesex University is located in London. Okay, their tuition fee ranging from 14,000 to 16,000 pounds, and then you're required to make initial deposit of, before now it used to be 1,000 to get cars, but now I think they've increased it to 3,000 pounds. But what I know about University of Middlesex University is the higher deposit you make, the better for you. Okay, so it's not about making 1,000 or 2K pounds or 3K pounds. It is, are you going to meet up the 50% on your enrollment? Okay, so they require you to make 50%, balance 50% of your tuition fees on enrollment, and then after enrollment, then the school now decide how you're going to make the remaining payments. Okay, so next on my list is All-Star University. All-Star University, they have one London campus, then the other one in Birmingham, then the other one in somewhere in Ireland or thereabout. So now 15K to 17K pounds, that is their tuition fee range. Okay, and after that, to get your cars, you need to pay 5,500 pounds. Yes, 5,500 pounds to get your car, to secure your cars. Then on enrollment, you have to balance of 50% of your total tuition fees. 50% of your total tuition fees. Then after the enrollment, you can now spread the remaining ones into 3 different installments, and then you balance up. And next on my list is Chester, University of Chester. University of Chester, their tuition fees ranges from 13,000. For it to be 13,000. 13,006, I mean, 13,000, yes, 13,000 to 14,000 before. But with placement, if you're going for a course with placement, that's why I'm giving the range. So it is not the same. The fees is different from normal. When you go for because it has placement, it is more expensive. Okay, so you are paying more. Though it's the same cost, but with placement, so you are paying more. So that's why I'm giving out the ranges. So if the normal cost is 13,000. With placement, it will be around 15,000, 16,000, so 14,000, depending on the school, okay, or the course you're going for. But that's why I'm giving out the range, so that you don't come back and say, Tony said the cost. No, Tony did not say. Tony is giving you the range. Okay, thank you very much. So for Chester, the school tuition fee range is 13K pounds to 16K pounds, and to get cars, you need to pay 3,000 pounds. So that's the deposit. To get cars is 3,000 pounds. Okay, then after 3,000 pounds, when you get to the school, you now pay. In fact, Chester is 3 payments. 3 payments. So after the first payment, with 3K pounds, you got in your cars. And when you get to the school, you now divide your fees into 2. Okay, and you balance up. That's for Chester. The next on my list is Liverpool Hope University. Liverpool University. Their fees ranges from 13,000 pounds to 15,000 pounds. Deposit of 3,000 to get cars. 50% of your total tuition fee on enrollment. Then after 3 months, then you can now balance. After 3 months, you balance your fees. So 3K to get cars. 50% on enrollment. After 3 months, after 3 months, you balance up your fees. So next on my list is University of Hertfordshire. University of Hertfordshire, not Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire. So their fees ranges from 14,000 to 17k pounds, depending on the course you're going for. Deposit of 5,000 pounds. And then after that, you have up to 5 times to balance your payments. So 5 instrumental payment plan for the University of Hertfordshire. The next on my list is University of Sunderland. University of Sunderland. Sunderland, their deposit is 35 pounds to get cash. And after that, 50% on enrollment. And after that, you have 5 different instrumental payment plans to balance up your fees. Okay. So next on my list is Teesside University. Teesside University also used to be one of the cheap schools before now, but now I think they've themselves don't be as small. But now their fee ranges from 14k pounds to 15k pounds. Some courses are below that. Okay. Some courses are below that. You can go, let's say for instance, project management. I think project management, there's one with advanced practice and there's project management. The project management at advanced practice is actually per year because it's 2 years. So the first, I think it's 7,500 per year, 7,500 per year. Then the one without placement is actually, I think, 14,000 per year. So that's just for Teesside. Then after that, you make 4k to get cash, pay 4k to get cash, 50% on enrollment, and you have up to 7 instrumental payments. Okay, 7 different. You can spread it across 7 times to make your payment balance up. Okay, and you can do this monthly. So let's say you started in January. I know I'm using January because it is easier to calculate. Okay, so when you start in January, after balancing your 50%, you have up till August to balance your fees. So every month you're paying. Okay. So next on my list is Leeds Beckett University. Their tuition fee ranges from 14,000 to 16,000 pounds. Recently, they also increased their fees. I think with 1,000 pounds too. So this one they collect 50% before cash. 50% before cash. So after cash, you have the next 3 months to balance. After enrollment, you have 3 months to balance your payments for Leeds Beckett University. Then next on my list is University of Bolton. University of Bolton. For University of Bolton, their school fees ranges from 12,000 to 14,000 pounds. Then after deposits of 3k pounds, it is the school now that will decide on how you're going to make your payments. So the school decides how you're going to do the payment. So they will be the ones to give you the plans. Okay. But recently, that school I told you, they are paying full payment. It's Bolton, but I've not confirmed my story. Okay. So, but that is for Bolton. Before now, this information I'm giving you now is for the last intake. So for this new intake now, but once you keep up with our channel, we'll update you. Okay. So that is it for university. Somebody asked for University of Hull. Okay, so for University of Hull, their fees is ranging from 9,000 pounds to 13,000 pounds. Like I said before, they increased their fees this intake. This September intake, they increased their fees. So they also increased the deposit. Before now it used to be 2k pounds, but now it is 4,000 pounds. Okay, and so I said that you have to balance up 34% of your tuition fees on enrollment. 34% of your tuition fee on enrollment. After paying 4,000 pounds to get your cash, on enrollment, you balance 34%. Then after enrollment, the remaining ones will be paid in 2 instrumental payment, which is 33. So after your enrollment, you balance 33% of your remaining fees, then the remaining 33% later. Okay, so that is for Hall. So the person asking me question for Hall, I think I've answered your question. Okay. So Victor Mark said, what of University of South Wales? Okay, University of South Wales. I mentioned that University of South Wales. Okay, come just give me a moment. University of South Wales is 50% on enrollment. So 50% to even get your CAS set. That's from the onset. Sabro University of South Wales, they always collected 50% on to get CAS. So after you've gotten your CAS, then the remaining ones will be divided monthly. So you pay per month. You pay per month. Okay, so on a monthly basis, the school decides on how you're going to pay. That's for University of South Wales. So keep your question coming. Thank you very much for joining. I want to believe we've gotten okay. I want to believe we've gotten what is in store for us. Those of us that want to go to the UK for our studies. I want to further our studies in the UK. So after this live, you can actually rewatch this, okay? And if you're probably confused or you want to ask for further clarification or inquiries, you can actually send us a DM, okay? So you can send us a DM. We're always available to attend to you, okay? So we have a team of experienced counselors that are on ground to attend to every question you need to ask, okay? So somebody said, Femi, talk about scholarship for each universities. Okay, now, for scholarships now, you know, we have the full funded scholarships, we have part scholarships, okay? So most of the time, we don't actually apply for full funded scholarship. We apply to schools that gives out probably discount to students or scholarship or probably the vice chancellor's scholarships, like Bradford, we say sub-Saharan scholarship. Some the university comes with grade, so it is what you have. Like Birmingham City University now, if you have first class, they'll give you 2K discount. If you have second class upper, they take it to £1,500 discount. Then for 2-2, that is to £1,000 discount. For third class, of course, you know, for Birmingham City, for third class, you can only go for 2 courses, which is Management International Business and International MBA, and they are both for 16 months. So for third class, you're entitled to £500 scholarship. So that is actually what we do. We don't do beyond that, okay? So is MS International Business a good course? Of course. MS International Business is a very good course. It's a nice course. It's a nice course. I cannot the international business game. It's a very fat. It's a lucrative course. let me put it that way. It's a very lucrative course. Okay. So another person is asking a question. Olat Money. Thank you for joining. Okay. So Olat Money. You can send us a DM. This question now you're asking me somehow. I cannot, you know, we are live. So I cannot say some things. So but send us a DM, okay, if you are listening. Olat Money. Send us a DM. Send us a DM. So we can answer you and, you know, attend to your needs carefully, because that is what we do at Nexi. We attend to people's needs carefully. We pay attention to details. That is why we are number one. Go find out. Go check out. Go check out. Okay. So, what are the deadlines for September intake 2023? Victor Emefiele. Okay. The truth is this. Now, schools are closing very fast. That's the truth. I cannot tell you that next month is the deadline for a particular school. I cannot tell you June is the deadline for a particular. I cannot say that. You know why? Because that same school that gave you June might come up tomorrow and tell you that, we are overwhelmed. In fact, these people, they won't kill us with applications. So we have shifted our date forward. You understand? So, and once they shift their date forward, you know, there's nothing we can do. So I cannot say there's a particular date or a particular deadline, a particular school for September intake. But what I can tell you that I can bank on is the earlier, the better. The earlier, the better. If you start now, before September gone, everything everywhere does too. Sure you get, everywhere does too, I tell you. So I think you need to contact us so that we can start, and like I think you asked a question about University of Hull. So I want to believe you're talking about University of Hull. Okay. Now, University of Hull is hot cake. Let me not lie to you. So the earlier, the better. The earlier, mark my word, the earlier, the better. So that is it. That is what I can say for now. Okay. Okay, Olat money, don't worry. You are covered. You are covered. I'm guaranteeing you. If you are listening, I'm guaranteeing you this. You are covered. Somebody will attend to you after this live session. Okay, that one is a banker. Okay, someone said another question. Can you apply for visiting to Canada? Of course. Just send us a DM. Sharp. So don't run out. You don't need to take us anything. Understand? No, you don't need to take us anything. So, anything travels. Next concept. You are covered. In fact, you are covered from here to wherever you want to go to. You are covered. You can take my word for it. If anything, you're home responsible. You say it is me that said it, Tony. You are not covered. You are covered. Just send us a message. So if you're on this live and you need clarification on anything, if you need attention, if you want more attention to you, no, send us a DM. That's it. I cannot say more than this. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining. Victor Mark, how long does it take for a school to send you an updated offer? Now, I want to ask which of the schools, because different schools with different modus operandi. Some once you send it this morning in the evening that have been updated, and some once you send it, you have to disturb them before they will send it. And some they will tell you don't worry, we will send it, and they will send it. So it depends on the school. So I don't know the school you're talking about. So I don't know if you have offer for January, I want to move it to September. So you just send us a DM so I can actually attend to it. Okay, thank you very much. So I want to appreciate everybody for joining in, for tuning in for today's live. Next week, Wednesday, is another date with us. We are here and we are here to stay. Okay, we are here and we are here to stay. Femi saying, is it advisable to pay deposit only after conditional offer? No, please. No, it is not. It is not advisable. But what I will say is this: depending on the condition on your offer, if it is a condition that you can beat your chest and say, I can meet this condition, and the unconditional offer is going to arrive before my payment drop with the school, then you can initiate the Form A, but not paying and they will take the payment, because these schools have the way they operate. Okay, so they cannot tell you to go ahead and make your payment on a conditional offer, because they're not even certain that they'll give you the unconditional offer. So it is not advisable for you to make deposit payment on a conditional offer. I will not advise that. Okay, so just be calm. Let your unconditional offer arrive. Then you can now go ahead and make your payment. But now that, Form A, if you check Form A now, I don't know when they used to debit people. But if if it's an offer that okay, this is something that I can meet, once I send it to the school to send a conditional offer, then you can get the Form A probably in the next 2 months. Before your deposit drops, then your conditional offer have dropped, then your deposit will not drop. But no, if not that one, please don't make payment on a conditional offer. It is not advisable. Okay, thank you. So another question is, any deadline for deposit? Yes, there are deadlines for deposit, and it is the school that determines these deadlines. So if you pay after the deadline, or if you receive your payment after the deadline, I can assure you that you will be deferred to the next section. That's for sure. They're not Nigerians. They don't go through back door. It is that time that they say it's the same midnight, 12 midnight on the 27th of February 2023 is their final. If your documents do not, I'm telling you, they will do it. If you come 1st of March, they will defer it to September. Okay, so that is why I said the earlier, the better. The earlier, the better. Thank you very much. So I want to appreciate all of you for joining in and tuning into today's live. I hope you enjoyed the section, okay? So in case you have any question, in case you have any clarification, in case you have any inquiries, we are always here to attend to you. Next Z Concepts got you covered. My name is Tony. You can send the DM and ask after me. No problem. I'm always here. Okay, my name is Tony. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. See you next time.